Sturr and Joshuan Williams. He's a rapper, and they're both youth leaders for My Life. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming down. Okay, so who wants to tell me what My Life is?
Well, what My Life is, it's a youth program between the ages 13 to 23, and it's been a lot of youth and children that have been struggling through a lot. Like they've been in and out of foster care, the juvenile center, and people who have been struggling through in the past and what they want to do now and what they want to accomplish in life, you know. So that's kind of like the main story of what My Life is.
And how did you come to find My Life, Joshuan?
Well, it all started back in 2008, and when I found out about My Life. And Nina White and my mother was the people that brought me to My Life. And then I met Greg. I got a chance to meet Greg, which he is a nice guy. And then I told him that I had a talent, and I told him I was a rapper. Mm-hmm. And then I got to express my talent to him, and so I proved it to him. And then he booked me at MyFest, which I didn't know what MyFest was. Then he booked me at MyFest, and I started out as dancing with Nina. And then I got into the rapid scene, so I've been on a mission since then.
And the rest is history.
Yes.
Okay, so Amber, how did you come to find My Life?
Basically, I got into CPS care and foster care, and there's Jewish Family Center services. That's where I got counseling, and then eventually they got me into the transitioning to adulthood program. Then eventually My Life came, and it was free pizza, so I had to go.
Greg knows how to get you guys in the door, doesn't he?
Yes,
and we're talking
sure
about
does.
Greg DeCherry, and he's in charge of the My Life program for Magellan Behavioral Health. Okay, so you went to the meetings, and
also, like, when I went there, I realized that there was other people there that had shared the same stories as me, and having that, it was a really relief to know that there's other people there that struggle just like me, and that I can relate to them. And also I learned a lot there, and they have good support. And then I heard of MyFest, which we're having one coming soon, and right when I heard about MyFest, I was like, okay, I want to perform. I want to, yeah, definitely.
So did you write your own dance for it? Did you choreograph your own dance?
Yes, I choreographed my own dance, which is going to be performed at the festival. And also, we are having a flash mob, which Josh and I are both doing. I choreographed the first portion, and he choreographed the second portion.
That's right.
So this sounds like it's going to be awesome. All right, so tell our listeners what MyFest is and when it's going to be coming. Are we going to do the rap now, or should we save that for later, Joshuan?
Oh, we can say that for later.
Okay,
so
best
for last.
All right.
Say the best for last. Yep.
All right, so My Life's MyFest is March 24th. So where's it going to be held, and what's going to happen at MyFest?
It's going to be held at Tempe Beach Park, and there's going to be breakdancing and graffiti battles, DJ battles, low car ride show, and hundreds of resources for youth and families. Also, for all you teenagers, there's free food. 'Cause I know you guys like free food.
Oh yes, free food.
Which is what got Amber's attention in the first place, as we all know.
And there's free events, free prizes. There's for all ages, little kids. There's things for the little kids, there's things for the teenagers, and also adults. You will learn from it and have a great experience. And also, America's Best Dance Crew, Electrolytes, I believe that's how you say it, they're going to be there.
So what's this year's theme?
The theme is creating a future free of bullying and suicide.
Does that theme touch either of you in a personal way?
Yes.
Well, let's just say it touches me a lot. So, cause I've been through it a lot, and back in my days, it was very tough. I was bullied a lot. It was hurtful and painful. I didn't know what to do. It was totally hurtful for me. So,
I'm looking at you, Josh, and you are a handsome young man, and you seem to have your stuff together in such a huge way. What the heck were you bullied about?
I have no idea. To tell you the truth, I ask myself that question every single day for my whole entire life. I ask myself the same question, like, because every day when I wake up for school, I'm like, what am I doing getting bullied for? I've done nothing wrong to them. I didn't even say nothing to them. Nothing, just nothing, you know. So I'm getting bullied for nothing. So just the people out there, they just got nothing to do.
Was it verbal? Was it physical?
It was all those things. It was verbal and very physical, very physical. So I've been totally beaten to death, kicked in the mouth, which was very painful. Totally bleeding to death. Man, it was just bad, you know, just bad, and I didn't know how to speak up on it. So just went home and cried a lot, you know.
And has my life helped you through figuring out how to deal with all those bullies?
My life has helped me through a lot. My life in the JFCS has helped me through a lot, and the Magellan Health Service, and the most important people in my life has helped me out, which is my family and my wonderful mother, which is my manager as well. She's always been there for me, and she's the only one that has been looking up to me ever since, and I admire her for her work. You gotta admire this woman. She has been there for me every step of the way. And I also want to give a big shout out to my mother, who is at work right now. I love you very much, Ma, and you are the best mother and manager of all time. And a big shout out to all my sisters out there. I love them all too.
What about you, Amber? Were you a victim of bullying, or did you ever have suicidal thoughts?
Yes, unfortunately, both, but the main one I guess I would going to speak about would be suicide. I have tried to attempt suicide. I also have been hospitalized for it, and I got told by someone who is very important to me that no one wanted me, no one cares about me, and I've been passed around since I was a baby, so to speak. So when hearing those words from someone who was so, like, I looked up to them, was heartbreaking. And then it led to, I always wanted to commit suicide because I was abused all different ways you could think of. And just the fact that I've been wanting to commit suicide before and I tried, it really has made an impact on my life and others, because of the fact that I realized, you know, life's worth living and you can make it however you want to make it. And also that with my life that I go to, it's really reassuring to know that there's other people that have gone through the same and they're still here today and they're doing so much good and that they're progressing through life. Also, I'm so shocked and proud of myself that I am actually getting an apartment soon and I'll be able to live with my kitty.
That's awesome. Are you in school right now? Are you working? How are you affording an apartment? This is great news.
I actually do not work. I get money from the state. It's not enough really to live off of, but it's enough to afford at least a 1-bedroom apartment and just to have a roof over my head, and all that is worth it because of the fact you can't, like, without a roof over your head, you can't really live life, that so to speak.
Well, you didn't have one before this, did
Yeah.
you? Yeah, not one that you could count on.
No.
And now you will.
Yes, I will.
All right, so what are you most excited about when MyFest comes around?
Well, the most thing I'm going to be excited about is the entertainment, because I invited all my family members out there, and you know how my family is. They're a huge support, the group, and they love what I'm doing. I'm making a huge accomplish, and it's all because of Greg and Erica. And so the most part is the entertainment and the children. I love kids. I'm a man who loves kids. So
and what about you, Amber? What are you excited about?
Well, I'm excited about the festival and everything, like just everything in general, because this is my first time going, and from what I've heard, it just really, it motivates me to go because of the fact that I've never seen a graffiti battle, honestly. Like, I've seen graffiti within downtown Phoenix when I used to live in the Phoenix area, and there's some really good graffiti that I call graffiti, the good ones, art. Some of them mean something, and to think that there's going to be a graffiti battle, I think that's cool, and a DJ battle. And then I'm a dance person, and America's Best Dance Crew, the Electrolytes, with them being there, that for, I don't know, all those dancers out there, that's a big deal.
And the other thing is that there will be a lot of resources on premise at Tempe Beach Park, letting people know about what's going on in the community and how kids can get help and what services and resources are out there to make life a little easier for you guys. And I want to make sure our listeners know about that as well. So when you go to My Life, My Fest, there's also wonderful youth and family-based services and resources that will have booths and will be exhibiting.
Also, there's a thing I'd like to say, if it's okay. For everybody listening, since I've tried to commit suicide, a lot of people didn't expect for me to do that, and I've had a friend that tried to do that too, and you have to know your surroundings and be aware of like how you affect people. Like bullying, when you bully people, it affects them not only at school, but it can affect them at home, it can affect them wherever they go. You don't know their life situation. You don't know what struggles they had to go through. And to think that they might end their life because of the fact they get bullied at school, they could be getting beaten at home. And just the fact that people do that, you need to be aware of what you say to people.
All right, I'm ready for the rap now, Josh.
Alrighty. All right. Y'all ready? I'm totally ready for this. Yeah, check it. The main event is coming up. It's called My Fest. It's the 6th annual. It's the #1 best. You got to be there. It's gonna be a lot of fun enjoying yourself by the main stage under the sun. It's a free event. Free food and entertainment. Bring your family and friends. Fill your heart with excitement. It's from 12 to 5 at Tempe Beach Park. Sunday, March 24th. It's the day. Make your mark. I'll be entertaining you doing the flash mob dance. Then I'm gonna rock the mic with the hip hop performance. This is gonna be fun. We are the agents of change. We are the wonderful agents making a positive change. 6th annual My Fest, it's the place to be. Lots of great entertainment you should come and see. Bring your beautiful children, energize their health. Come out to My Fest and enjoy yourself.
Woo-hoo, all right. I love it. Amber, quickly before we sign off, what does the future hold for you?
The future holds for me is that I'm going to be going to college in August to be exact, and I plan to own my own business that will help those kids that get kicked out. And also there's some sad news I'd like to say, that when you're 18, a lot of foster kids, they get kicked out of the house and they have nowhere to go. So this place that I'm planning on building and having a future is they'll have a place where they can go. And also just saying about my future, like I said, I'll be going to college and I'll have my own apartment, and I'm making sure I'm headed to my goal.
How about you, Josh?
Well, what the future holds for me, I continue to keep going in my life, keep making the world a better place, and keep saving our children and teaching our children, and also mentoring the children and the youth, and keep entertaining for the world and making the world a positive place. You know, just keep being positive, like my mother always told me.
Thanks so much for coming down to the show today, you guys.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Amber Tennyson and Joshuan Williams, youth leaders for My Life, were my guests this portion of Valley Views. And thanks to all our listeners for tuning in. You've been listening to Valley Views. I'm Dee Dee Sturr. Have a great weekend. Good job, you guys.
Woo-hoo.
Oh my goodness.
Nice.
Wow.